good time zones, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Top Dog Showdown 225 live from right here at Martinsville Speedway as we get ready for 225 heart pounder laps at this paperclip half mile. And let me tell you what, these Pist-N-Broke Truck Series drivers, they got a lot on the line today as we are inching closer and closer to the season finale next week. But first, ladies and gentlemen, we have to get through here today. But let's go ahead and take a quick look here at our championship point standings. Cole McElwain currently leads the field with 5 points. And then 10 points back from Cole, it is going to be Jason Brantley. Brady Gotch is still in striking distance. They're in 21st, but let me tell you what, we got a lot of great racing here for you. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I am Mike Taylor. Along beside me, it is the man, the legend, Mike Taylor, commentator, and your race control for the day is going to be none other than David Torch. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to finish up our qualifying here. We've got 15 cars on deck here today. And I know, David, you're going to be running down to do the driver's meeting real quick. Before you do go, actually go do that and we'll talk after, buddy. He's probably really out there doing it anyway. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the iCast Racing Network. Welcome to Martinsville. Buckle up. Today is about to get intense as we have just 2 races remaining here in the Pist-N-Broke Truck Series. As these drivers begin to get ready down on pit road, we're going to go ahead and start our starting grid, as this is a very short track and we got 15 drivers to go through. Starting on the pole, driver that number 8, your current points leader, Cole McElwain. He'll be joined by the number 5 of Brady Gotch. Inside row number 2, you got that East Coast Web Printers Alive Church number 01 of Paul Travis. Joining him to his outside's that True Force driver, Jared Gotch. The 97 WeatherTech machine of Shane Fleming will be on the inside of row number 3, and Tyler McCann will be on his outside of the number 77. Inside row number 4, you got the number 10, Seth Jackson. He'll be joined by the WindowsGame.com, number 6, Doug S. Inside row number 5, you got the Ally number 62 of Garrett Brown. To his outside, you got the Chili's number 34 of Cody Brownlee. The number 3 of Jason Brantley will be on the inside row number 6. To his outside, the number 87 of Kevin Page. Inside row number 7, you got the number 49 machine of Chris Melton. To his outside, the 00 of Josh Henry. And running out your field today is going to be that number 25 machine of Tyler Daniels. And that's going to be your starting lineup here for today. And ladies and gentlemen, things are going to be fast. It's going to be hot. It's going to be electric. And without further ado, we're going to get the one to go signal to go green flag racing this next time by. Whoop, sorry about the cameras, guys. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, pace truck is in. McElwain, Brady Gotch will lead the field to the green flag. Barney, send him away. Green flag is out. Oh, and Gotch spins his tires, stacks up the entire outside. And that's going to allow Paul Travis in that 01 machine to go ahead and take over that second spot very quick. Shane Fleming in the 97. He's going to go and take over third. And here comes Paul Travis already taking on your race leader of McElwain as they exit turn number 4. As we see that Ride the Dante machine in the outside wall. But he's going to go and get off the wall and he's going to continue running. But right now, Paul Travis, your non-chase contender, once again, he's making noise here at Martinsville. But right now, Cole McElwain, he'll lead, he'll land the fastest lap of the day so far.
Yeah, so far a good start by all these drivers. It's been kind of filing out to be single file on the 25 laps is a lot, especially at Martinsville. I mean, it's basically a half a mile paper clip these drivers are on. They're hard on the throttle, hard on the brake, hard on the steering. And so they're going to kind of want to just find out what these trucks are going to be doing here with the air moving all around them, with every single truck out there trying to run some laps. Right now, top 12 relatively close to each other. 13th, 14th, and 15th are slowly starting to spread out. We're going to see this track get real busy real quick here. We're going to see a lot of the faster drivers kind of break away and kind of get that little spacing going. You see right now, Travis in that 0-1, he's going to be our race leader. McElwain, Fleming, Jackson, Gotch, anyone in red, we've talked about it before. Those are going to be your chase contenders. They're going to be the drivers who are doing the absolute best they can to maximize on their points to ensure that they're able to come out on top here next week once we go to our season finale.
Yeah, absolutely. And let me tell you what, we got caution. Tyler McCann in that number 77 machine. He's around. Come back here and take a look and see what happened on the exit of turn number 2 into turn number 3. He just self-looped it. Oh. You know, he's already had some damage already to that rear bumper, and you know, that actually won't surprise me if that happened as well.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and ride on board here.
Definitely not going to help him out. You know, while this is not an aerodynamic track, you definitely want to try to keep your body as straight as you can, especially your back end, as that's what helps keep your rotation under control. But yeah, heavy back end injury for him, and he's going to unfortunately receive an EOL for that as well.
Absolutely, and it looks like he may be coming down pit road here to go ahead and serve that penalty.
You're going to see a little bit of a wonky little... Yeah.
Alright, pace lights are off on the iRacing.com pace truck. Pace truck is off here once again as we're going to come around to lap number 11. And it is going to be Paul Travis. Cole McElwain will bring the field back to the green flag into the restart zone. And we are green flag racing once more here at Martinsville as they head down here into turn number 1. Quickly getting themselves sorted out front. Paul Travis will go ahead and reclaim that top spot. We're going to jump back here to Derek Brown in that number 62 machine. He's on the attack from that number 3 of Jason Brantley. Brantley, one of your chase contenders, you know, he's having a good season thus far, and he's looking to continue that progress here. But we talked with him earlier. Martinsville is not his best track. So he's going to do what he can to get towards the top podium's positions. But right now, Jason Brantley currently sitting back in that 7th spot.
Yeah, I mean, stage 1, lap 13 out of 50. Now's kind of a good time to just feel it out. Let cars make the moves around you and watch them burn up their tires, see what their life is. So, Brantley kind of just riding around right now, trying to get a better understanding for what he's got to do to come to the crunch time. And whoa, big move there. The 9 almost rear-ended the number 10 in turn number 1 and 2. Good job at keeping it separated as we take a look at Shane Fleming in 3rd with the number 5 of Gotch there, trying to make as much momentum as he can to try to make some moves. We're going to see a lot of single file action. Once we do see it start going to double file, we're going to see a lot of these drivers preferring to be within that little light patch right there as the 97 and the 5 are going through. That really puts these drivers, even though it's a 4-lane track, really only puts these drivers fighting for 2 lanes here at Martinsville.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of drivers, they will elect to actually run, right down at that red and white rumble, or, about maybe a half car length up from it, because that's really the best lines around this track. And, who knows? One of these drivers might be able to figure it out and
under fire.
Woo,
and that came after the 10 almost rear-ended the number 5, bringing it in pretty hot through the turn 1 and 2 there. You see the number 9 of Gotch, Jared Gotch, able to make some headway on that number 10 of Seth Jackson. So far, drivers doing a good job at keeping it clean, but I am noticing a couple hiccups here and there. These drivers missing their marks or not applying as much brakes as they need to and almost rear-ending each other, and that's something you see quite a bit here.
I couldn't agree more. That's one of the hardest things about Martinsville is keeping your truck planted. This is a half mile, and I mean you've got over 500 horses of horsepower underneath these hoods, and just trying to throttle up. A lot of our drivers were seeing it in practice. They would throttle up and they would spin on exit. So that's something that these drivers have to remember. This track requires so much finesse out of the throttle input. It's definitely a ballerina, kind of track for sure.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those tracks. Number 8, Cole McElwain is now making a move on Travis. Able to make it stick there through 3 and 4. Our new race leader, Cole McElwain, in the number 8, one of our chase contenders here. Travis in 0-1 trying to hold him off. Yeah, this is such a technical track. I know there's only 4 corners and they're relatively identical to each other. They are still very difficult to make stick because you got to dive it in there real hard. And then on that exit, you really have to be on that throttle and you got to build up as much run as you can. That way you can dive it back into the next corner. So these drivers, they're really on the wheel. They're really on a lot of the inputs, a lot more aggressively than you usually see out of a lot of these tracks. And right now, Cole, Travis, and Gotch, Fleming, and other Gotch, they're doing a good job at keeping everybody in line within arm's reach and just kind of hanging out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And man, these guys are just doing so good right now. Just beginning lap number 25. This next time by, we're going to be halfway through stage number 1. And right now, you got Paul Travis once again in that 0-1 machine, wrecking havoc for your chase contenders of Jared Gotch, Brady Gotch, Thomas Fleming. I'm sorry, not Thomas, Shane Fleming. All these guys, here in the top 5 right now, they're going to be losing out on 4 points because of Paul Travis. But you know what? I like Paul Travis because he doesn't care if you're in contention. He's going to try to race for the race win.
Yeah, and and that's kind of something to also touch base on. I mean, 4 points doesn't really sound like a lot to many people. When you look at the standings and you break things down, those 4 points could literally make or break it. So, while Travis has every right, Paul Travis in that 0-1, he has every right to be where he is, and I love to see it. But you already know there's some people grinding their teeth going, come on, guy. Why'd you suddenly start making appearances now?
Yeah, right. Why did it have to be no?
Right? I needed those 4 points, but caution is out. Caution is out.
Looks like that's going to be for the 62 of Derek Brown and that Ally Ford F-150.
So look at what happened. Oh, we just sent it in too hard.
Oh yeah, he was about to hit the back bumper of that 49 machine, and he had pretty much no choice but to yank it to the right and then throw it into a slide to prevent any damage to that 49 machine. So good heads up driving from him. Unfortunately, he did get some minor damage to the back bumper of that machine, but still, again, we're still early here in the game, so
Yeah, and it does look minimal too. I don't think he's going to be hurt too much out of this.
Ready, we should be getting that one to go signal this time by.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of ready to go drivers already doubling up, lights off on the pace truck. These drivers are already getting into position before they're even told to do so. They're ready to rock and roll. Lap 33, working on to 34. Out of 54, stage 1. Cole McElwain, Paul Travis, Brady Gotch, and Shane Fleming. The top 4 trucks. Had to figure out which Gotch it was. These drivers ready to rock and roll. Pace truck down. These trucks ready to go to the restart zone.
Absolutely. Cole McElwain, Paul Travis into the restart zone. And we are green
What a
flag
jump.
racing.
Yeah, what a jump by the number 8. It's going to open the door for both Gotch brothers to work that inside line out of turn number 2, giving a slight advantage to them on rotation. But we see it time and time again, Mike. That outside line, once you get that rubber laid, you really got a lot of exit momentum that just you can't really argue with on the inside.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely once that outside lane starts to put down some rubber, I mean, you can run, 10 laps side by side. Unfortunately, 99% of the time that inside lane is going to prevail, but for 10 laps, you've got a slight hope that you can make that outside lane work and get a good run on exit. But unfortunately, as of right now, it's not working out very well for Paul Travis in that 0-1 machine as Brady Gotch continues to work on the inside. But now, here comes brother Jared making his run on the inside as well. Not able to get there, so now they're going to go ahead and get themselves single file. And Paul Travis is going to return to that inside lane.
Yeah, that's a little bit frustrating if you're Jared Gotch in that number 9 truck. You're faster. You're able to make moves happen, but you just weren't able to take advantage of that opportunity of your brother in the number 5. Brady Gotch opening that door for you with that 0-1. Now just got to kind of fall in line and get back into your rhythm and try to find that opportunity. As we see the number 97 doing a little bit of a checkup there behind the number 9. He tried to make a move there, Shane Fleming in that 97. He wasn't able to quite make it stick, so he had to quickly dip back in, but hard on the wall for the 97. Looks like he's going to do okay. But yeah, he had to quickly abort his run as he almost hit the tailgate of that 9. Number 3, Jason Brantley now battling with, I can't quite see who that truck is. The number 3.
Double zero.
And the double zero.
Josh
Henry. Yeah, these guys going at it. This is for 10th position. I mean, if you're looking, throughout the field, you see a couple of trucks single file, but for the most part, a couple of trucks trying to make a move here and there, and a couple of truck drivers also being smart about when and where you battle it, as Henry yielded to the number 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 3, he did come down pit road under this latest caution. It does look like it was just to top off on fuel.
That does make sense to me. I mean, we're, still just now 10 to go on, just under 10 to go for the first stage. I mean, stopping now and getting a little bit of fuel and being able to kind of extend your run a little bit longer, that's going to kind of help you out for track positioning, but not quite sure how I feel about it. Maybe he's trying to just put himself in a good position. As 97 of Fleming dove it in real hard on the outside of Paul Travis, and the 0-1 wasn't able to make it stick. Now Shane Fleming, the 97, he's under fire by the 49 of Melton there. Not able to make anything happen. We see the 3 still kind of fitting in with the 0-0 right behind Tyler McCann, one of the drivers who caused a caution here not too long ago. He's able to recover nicely in that 77 Chevy. Jason Brantley, a little bit of a wiggle there on the front straightaway. Able to recover, get a good turn into 1 and 2. Caution is out here at Martinsville on lap 45.
Caution is out, and it looks like it's going to be once again for Derek Brown in that number 62 machine. Let's come back here and take a look, see what happened.
Same thing.
Yeah, he just running a little too deep in, and good heads up driving there by Cody Brownlee and Kevin Page there to avoid Derek Brown. But this time we've got most of the field coming down pit road. Your top 5 stayed out. Brantley, he came down this previous caution before this caution came out, so no surprise there. And a lot of these drivers are looking to be taken. Oh no, only 2 of them took. One driver took 2 tires, and that was Doug Hess in that number 6 machine. And Tyler McCann in that number 77 machine. It shows he came down pit road and was only in his box for a whopping 0.12 seconds. How do you get 0.12 seconds? I don't know. But he did. All right, you've got me curious here. What'd you do? okay, no. Not just SDK glitching. It showed Tyler McCann was in his pit box for 0.12 seconds.
Oh, one second.
But we are getting ready once more here to go green flag racing. Cole McElwain, Shane Fleming will bring the field back to the green flag. And green flag is out once again.
Yeah, we're going to
McElwain
have one shootout.
What was that?
We're going to have a one-lap shootout for the stage.
Okay.
For admins.
For the admins, here we go.
Yeah, the 5 butt beating and banging on the back bumper of the number 3. Cautions out for the stage break.
Oh. Man, the 5 just got a shove. We're going to go back and take a look at that. Yeah, Brady Gotch trying everything he can to get around that 3 to get some bonus points, but not able to do it. And then after the yellow flag waved, the 0-1 machine of Paul Travis gave Brady a little, gave Brady a little bit of a bump there. Gonna have to go back and do this the hard way because I didn't catch who all was in the top 5. All right, so your top 5 was I see what I did. So it's going to be the 3, the 10, the 8. Wait a second. Yeah, so the 8, the 97. Is that the 49, I believe? Yeah, Chris Melton, Seth Jackson, and then the number 3 of Jason Brantley was the ones that got your 5 bonus points.
All right. Just a little conversation going on between admins, race control, and drivers about how the stage breaks are going to go down. Give me 1 sec. All right, doubled up. We were talking about the, because that caution came so close to stage break. Just drivers asking for clarification on that. But now we have the Gotch brothers ready to rock and roll in 2nd and 3rd. Green flag out, and now Brady Gotch in that number 5. He's going to get a heck of a start. Doug Hess is going to struggle on the outside line. That's going to cause a bit of a bottleneck there. Paul Travis 0-1 able to make a move for 2nd. Gotch in the number 9, that's going to be Jared Gotch. He's going to be battling Doug Hess on the inside going into turn 3 and 4. He's able to make the better rotation. Going to take over 3rd position here. He's now got his sights set on 0-1 of Travis and the number 5 of Gotch. Whoa! Jared sideways, good save. Wow, that was almost a big one. That's going to check up the whole field there. That's going to allow the leader and the 2nd place to Travis. So Brady Gotch and Paul Travis, they're going to get a little bit of a gap there, almost 2 seconds off of Hess after the 9 had to do a big checkup to save it and pretty much checked up the whole field.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have one truck going way high. I think that's Kevin Page in that number 87 machine. You know, and I just want to point out how hard it is to say Kevin Page without saying Kevin LePage.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
no, I'm with
saying.
you. Side-by-side battling going on now. 77 of Tyler McCann kind of putting up a little bit of a wall in front of the number 8 and the 6 there coming out turn 4. 77 and the 8 able to pull away from Hess and Gotch there, the 6 and 9 respectively, but
Whoa.
the 77 sent flying up into the wall after no contact, just a little bit of snap loose on the 77. Good job saving that. 49 looking to try to make moves on the 97, getting real close to the back bumper. Almost to the point. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a few of these drivers start beat and bang and move drivers around closer towards the end of the race, because this looks like one of those track conditions where the inside line is going to be the go-to and everywhere else is going to be where you don't want to be.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You know, as we have a good battle right now here between Derek Brown and Seth Jackson here for that 11th position. Right now, Seth Jackson, he's got that inside lane.
Yeah, and it looks like Seth Jackson going to get it done, but that outside momentum able to answer back almost every lap there. It's going to be all up to entry and middle rotation in order for these drivers to be able to compete against that outside momentum. Seth Jackson, good job there to get that done.
Oh.
And now he locks it up, does a huge checkup. 62 having to get out of that grip strip there. That's going to open the door for Jason Brantley in that number 3 to take over 12th place.
Yeah, Jason Brantley, he is trying to fight back from having to come down pit road that last time, you know, because he stayed out to be able to get those stage points. So now he's trying to fight back, but we've got a big battle up here between the 97 and the 49 at the moment for that 6th spot. And you've got Shane Fleming on the outside, the 49 of Chris Melton to his inside.
Yeah, I've been watching these guys for a few laps here. The 97 now gets into the wall. Doesn't hurt his momentum too much, but that allows Melton to have a little bit of an entry advantage. As you can see, he's able to make it done. Well, can't quite see it happen just yet. We're looking at a really cool view, actually, of out of the 6. Now we're looking back at the battle between the 97 of Fleming and the 49 of Melton. Again, lap after lap, these drivers trying to make something happen here. Not necessarily a one-and-done corner pass, but sometimes it just takes a few corners to build it up. And yeah, things are getting close as the 49 is right on the back tailgate of Doug Hess in that 6 ride. Fleming getting stuck up to the outside line, losing all that momentum, unable to really recover. That's going to allow the 77 of McCann to take over that position there for 7th. Melton now trying to make a move on Doug. Real close coming out of turn number 4, almost dooring each other. Good, respectful racing so far going into turn number 1. Melton on the inside, Hess on the outside in that 6. Melton able to get the entry and the rotation to his advantage, but that 6 of Hess, he's able to just get that truck to rotate and snap off. Until there, as you see, unable to apply the power as needed, and that's going to open the door for the 49 to just leave him in the dust. And Tyler McCann now able to use that inside momentum to his advantage through middle and shoot off onto the back straightaway to secure that position for McCann.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, just once again, we're showing, you know, how long you can run side by side, but then eventually that inside lane will prevail. It's just a matter of time. And, I mean, in all reality, you know, how long do you really want to run in that outside lane here? Because, you know, my question to you is, how much, you know, rubber are you scrubbing off of those Goodyear Eagles?
I mean, quite a bit, honestly. You don't want to be up there if you don't have to. Sometimes, you know, you have a slower car ahead who just wants to protect the inside, and you have no choice but to take the outside. But if you have an option, if you have a choice in any of these situations, you're opting for the inside no matter what you can do. No matter, you know, if you have to force it or you take it, you want that inside, because that outside is just going to eat away at those tires. And you really only have so much of a margin of error when you're stuck there on the outside, because you're not, you know, you're stuck in a lane instead of having 2 to kind of brush out into. So Me, inside all the time, saves a lot more tire, and that's what you need here at Martinsville, is a lot of tire.
I couldn't agree more with you here as we are coming around this next time by to begin lap 25 of 70 here for your stage 2. And we just saw a little bit of smoke there, but I didn't see anything jump on my relative, or I'm sorry, my event viewer to see what happened.
All is good, it looks like. Somebody might have just gotten a little bit more sideways than they intended. I myself see no hazard.
And now Seth Jackson in that number 10 machine. He's trying to figure it out back here for himself to, try to figure out how to get around these guys, get back up through the field. But I feel like Seth Jackson in that number 10 Dodge Ram, he is a quote-unquote fourth quarter player, I feel. He normally rides out, middle of the pack like he is right now, but by the end of these races, he's usually up to the front. And that usually happens in the last part of this race. Oh, as we have Josh Henry in that 00 flash out for a second. Now, at a place like this, that's scary.
Yeah, no, definitely is a scary moment anytime someone disappears from your vision, but let alone a close quarters combat track like this. I mean, you send it in hot and he disappears at the same time. Who knows what's going to happen there? Or if he checks up a little bit more than you anticipated. As the 97 taps the wall there, he's coming out of turn number 4. Seth Jackson, yeah, definitely can see why you would want to deem or call him as a fourth quarter driver. He's always kind of there when the cookie crumbles, when the coin actually hits the ground. He's there at the results, and he's usually at the top of it. So, I'm looking forward to see exactly what Seth Jackson can do here. Hanging on currently 10th out of 15 trucks on the lead lap, so he doesn't really have much to fret about, except for the fact that he is currently just over 10.5 seconds back off the number 5 Gotch, who is currently just 1 second over or in front of the 01 of Travis. So, I mean, still a little bit of a distance to go here. Lap 31 out of 70 for stage 2. Total laps of 225, so 81 out of 225. We're still, you still got a long way to go in the grand scheme of things, and still a decent amount to go in the stage.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking about, the times to go, Brady Gotch in that Mobile One Busch number 5 machine, he is out front by almost 1.5 seconds over Paul Travis and Cole McElwain. So right now, Brady Gotch, he's looking to eat into that points lead that McElwain has. So, right now, this is the kind of drive that Brady is needing. And he knows that we're going to have at least one more caution on, at least one more caution on the day when we get to lap 120. So he's just going to pace himself here for now, I'm sure. And, I mean, I can't really say that because in this short time, he's already come up to 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at lap times here. Brady Gotch in that number 5, our current race leader, is running a 20.338. And, it gets the wall a little bit out of turn number 2. That's going to hurt him a little bit. But Cole McElwain in the number 8, he's second place right now, running a 20.538. Third place, Paul Travis, 20.960. So Cole able to make moves around Paul Travis in that 01 now, eyes forward. He's focused on running down that number 5 of Brady Gotch which has clean air relative. The number 87, Kevin Page, is in front of him coming out of turn number 4 now. That's going to slow Gotch just a little bit here in a few moments. As you see, we're looking outside the front windshield of Cole McElwain. You can see the back tailgate of Brady and the 87, as Brady actually has to power down in order to get to the inside of that blue truck there on the outside. That's going to slow a lot. And it happens quick here. When you slow just a little bit, you lose a lot of real estate. And right now, Cole McElwain is hoping for every little moment like that. And then he's hoping that when he gets to the same vehicle, it doesn't happen the same. But right now, lap times, Brady Gotch in the number 5, a 20.513. and Cole McElwain in the number 8, a 20.419. So decent enough lap times for the both of them. But right now, as it stands, Cole McElwain is slowly reeling in the number 5.
He had to get out of the gas there.
That's the same thing that Gotch had to do there with the same truck as well. Just bad time to catch him and bad moment on the track, and you just got to do what you got to do. You see now Paul Travis working the inside of the 87, not for position once again, just for track, physical track position to try and make sure Travis is able to hold McElwain and Gotch as close as possible until this stage finish. So, drivers in clean air. That means Brady Gotch in the number 5 is able to open her up to full song. Coming into turn number 3, now 4. Down the straightaway, full throttle. Taking lap 42 out of 70 for stage 2. He ran a 20.395 to Cole's 20.436. So, McElwain currently just under 2 seconds behind Gotch. Not able to continue the reign of faster lap times. He's going to be taking an opportunity to try and kind of mellow in and find a rhythm as we take a look at the number 97 of Fleming. He's on the back tailgate of that 6th ride of Hess.
Yeah, Fleming, he currently is sitting 2nd in our point standings. He's got to try to figure out how to get to the front of this field to trying to save some of his points here today. Because him being back here in this 8th position, it's not doing him any good whatsoever in the point standings. You know, so he's really got to figure it out, you know, figure out how to get around these drivers. And he's got to try to get to that front. Because right now...
you know, still...
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, if you insist. I mean, right now, you know, still got a lot of time left on the track. Still over 100 and something laps to go. So, whoa, big stack up. Brantley almost in the back bumper of the 97. Good job there to make sure no one got a crappier end of that stick. 97 really laying it down on the 6. You see him trying to make a move on the outside. He's not really able to make it stick. He's got to be careful doing that because that's going to open the door for Brantley. And if Brantley really wants it, he's going to take it. As the 97 shoves it in, gets the 6 sideways. What a save.
Seth Jackson gets the short end of that stick as he gets a lot of damage on that left front, that left front tire area. And that's going to be interesting to see how that's going to affect that number 10 machine. Let's ride on board and see, you know, how... Oh, yeah, it's not affecting him at all. Look at him just put down the power back right around Doug Hess.
Yeah, you know, good job by Hess not to make that a incredibly bad situation for more drivers. Tough luck for the number 10 of Seth Jackson, like you were saying, but it seems to be that he made the impact happen at just the right angle that it's just going to be cosmetic. It might not be any type of suspension damages as we're continuing to watch and monitor number 10. He's laying down 20.478, so not really too bothersome for him as he's going to be running faster than Doug Hess in that number 6. Currently faster than the 3 of Jason Brantley and faster than Shane Fleming in the number 97. So definitely looks like that damage is only going to be cosmetic. Maybe a little bit of understeer going on in the corners.
Absolutely, and just want to point out we do got about 20 laps to go here in this stage as we catch up here with Shane Fleming trying to get around that number 77 who's been an absolute thorn in his side for maybe the past 10 laps, and finally he gets a decent run into turn 1 and down the back straightaway. They're going to run side by side. And now the 97, he'll take it. The 77 McCann, he's looking for the crossover. Not able to get it. You know, here at Martinsville, it is hard to do the crossover here. But you see the 97 slide. And that's going to reopen the door for McCann to get on the inside. So they're going to swap spots once again.
Yeah, good job by both drivers, sending it in hard. This is good Martinsville racing right here.
Yeah. Yeah, McCann did run up the 97 up the track a little bit and kind of did it again here in turns 1 and 2. So now the 97 is going to back out, and he's going to have to readjust and try a different tactic. No, he's going to stay right there to the outside. And now with that lap car of the 87 of Page, this is going to be a good pick here for the 77, as he's going to trap the 97 behind the 87. And now they're going to run single file. That was beautiful textbook, you know, using a lap down car as a pick, and that allowed the 77 to get around. But 97, I feel he's starting to struggle a little bit here, you know, keeping that car down on the inside, as he does slide up the track a little bit in these corners, and that's allowed Jason Brantley to get to his back bumper.
Yeah, but one of the things that you want to think about here at Martinsville is, you know, think of it kind of like a very, very, very different track than Darlington, but think about it in the same principle. You know how you have the diamond effect, same thing at Bristol, where like you enter in at a certain line and then you kind of drift up a little bit. It's more noticeable at like very old Bristol or Darlington nowadays, where it's kind of you aim for a hole, you hit the hole, and then you slide up the track and you aim for another one. Martinsville, you can get around this track by doing the same, but it's very, very, very... Oh, the 3 gets into the back of the 97. No further incident there, though. But yeah, Martinsville is kind of the same, where you can enter in low, like the 97 is here, and then drift up a little bit and then diamond back down. And you can kind of see it if you watch these drivers coming into turn number 3 here. You can see it. They're coming in, they're getting real low to that red and white. They come up, and then they try to angle it back down towards that yellow line. And if you get the rotation that you obviously want, you're going to be able to shoot off straight off that exit, and it's going to give you a lot of momentum. Not exactly something you want to do with dramatization to it. You know, you don't want to move up half a car length or, you know, a whole car length. You want to just move a little bit and then bring it right back down. So some of that's good to see, some of it a little bit more, and I think Fleming might have been sliding just a little bit more than what he might have wanted, because, yeah, I've been watching him for a few laps, and, yeah, you hit it right on the nail. He's struggling.
Yeah, definitely, but I mean, right now, he is still holding strong to the back bumper of the 77 of McCann. And right now, there's really not much more action happening around the track. Everything's pretty much settled down, but right now Brady Gotch still out front in that number 5 machine, starting to lap drivers, and the next one on the chopping block is going to be that number 3 of Jason Brantley, and that is definitely not what Jason Brantley needs here with 8 to go in the stage.
Yeah, you know, Gotch does have to work his way around the number 87 of Page, who is currently already 1 lap down. So I mean, Brantley does have a little bit of a cushion, you know, as long as he's able to hit a rhythm and kind of, you know, hope that the 87 height holds him up just a little bit, not much, just enough, because we are at 7 to go here in stage number 2. 87 sliding up a little bit on that white or that lighter colored strip as he almost makes contact with the number 5. If you're the number 3 right now, you're gonna, oh, Brown getting real tight coming up, almost getting into the 87. Good job there by 87 to check up. That's going to put the 8 on the inside, now moving around. So currently, both first and second place easily enough around the 87 of Page. That's going to put the iron sights on the 00 of Josh Henry, as Jason Brantley was able to make a move around Henry to give himself an additional cushion while we're here 5 laps to go in stage number 2.
Yeah, I mean, and when it boils down to it, you know, if Brady can get around Brantley here, you know, he wants it to happen, you know, coming to the white or to the checkered flag, you know, to end the stage. As you see, Gotch just manhandling that race truck down the front straightaway. And that's allowed McElwain to start to reel him in just a little bit, ever so slightly. But now he's at the back bumper of Josh Henry. And there's going to be 3 to go here in this stage. So 3 to go this time by.
Yeah, beautiful work so far by the number 5 of Brady Gotch. We see him looking on the inside of the 00 of Henry, trying to put just one more competitor another lap down. He's going to be able to ride it out, but can he make it happen? 2 to go here in this stage. Ooh, a little bit of an almost bump out of the 5 there. He's really pushing it.
I don't know why he's really pushing it, here as he has one more lap to end this stage. And I mean, these drivers know how many laps are in each stage and when the stage will come out, but he's running like there is no tomorrow. As
they touch.
More contact.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. The 5 kind of came down. I don't know if maybe he was anticipating a little bit more space or just misjudged his rotation on that, but yeah, a little bit of contact there for the 5, but all in all, not too big of a deal there. 00 able to stay on the lead lap. That's going to give stage number 2 to the number 5 of Brady Gotch.
Yeah, Brady Gotch in that number 5, Cole McElwain in the 8, Jared Gotch in that number 9, Chris Melton, and then Tyler McCann will take out your top 5 here. And once again, a non-chase driver taking some much needed points from another chase driver. But here they come down pit road. This was definitely a lifesaver here for Jason Brantley and that number 3 machine from going a lap down.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting time now because we're going to be opening this field up to the longest run that they've had so far. There are no more intended cautions as the number 01 of Paul Travis has been cleared from the infield care center. I'm going to take a quick moment, Mike, and step away to use the quick restroom facilities and let you do what you wish to do.
Let's go ahead and talk here with that 01 of Paul Travis. Paul, it's Micah and David up in the booth. Do you got a copy, brother?
Yes, sir. What's going on, Mike and David?
Not too much, buddy, man. You had a very, very strong truck out there today, and we see that you pulled it back into the holler. How was the race for you in the first half?
Truck is a lot of fun to drive. The truck's got it's got a lot of grip, and it was a lot of fun. It's just a little too much for this knee. My knee is got some issues going on, and I found it was too much braking here tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking was going on as we are going back. Green flag contact, and we're going to stay green. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking about, when I saw you actually on the grid. I'm like, there ain't no way Paul Travis is going to run it. Sure enough, he was. And, man, once again, for a second week in a row, you took away some much-needed bonus points in this first stage. But, man, I'm excited to see what you can do when you get back, full song after that knee heals up.
Yeah, my plan is to come back strong for next season and see how things play out and try to run for the championship with these guys. The Brady and Cole and Shane and JB and all of these guys, really, any one of these guys can win any given night.
Yeah, I couldn't agree any more with that statement. And, right now, Brady Gotch in that number 5, he's absolutely on fire. Cole McElwain, every week he's on fire. But out of all the drivers here, who are you watching to win this race here today?
Cole. He's my teammate, and he's really, really good here for some reason. He really, he's got that floating around them corners pretty well mastered.
Yeah, that he does, and you know, one driver that, he's kind of been a little hush hush, most of the day, but he's been in the top 5 a good majority, and that's at number 49 of Chris Melton. What's your thoughts about Chris in that number 49 today?
I was watching him. As a matter of fact, he came in late, didn't get a qualifying lap in, and I looked up at the clock at some point in time, and I said, wow, the 49 is flying right now. I said, he's going to be one to reckon with before this race is over. Chris, I hear, is a very, very, very good driver and a clean racer, so.
Yeah, I can absolutely confirm that statement. The last few races, I think he got caught up in a little bit of trouble of things that wasn't his doing, but he's looking absolutely phenomenal right now in that number 49 machine. But other than that, man, next week, heck, I don't even know where we're going anymore.
I think it's Homestead, if I'm not wrong. Maybe Homestead.
Yeah, we're gonna head back down to Florida to Homestead, Miami. Are we gonna see you next week? As the brakes aren't really needed there.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it plays out. I'm going to be absent. I think the following week. There's a good shot I'm going to Darlington for the race. Apparently, we've been invited to be special guests of our Brad Keselowski's team down on pit road. So we might be hanging out over there the following week after that.
Oh, that is awesome, man.
Yeah, that is really cool. The 9 and the 49, you see it on the screen there. They're going at it right now while we have a fun conversation with Paul Travis. But, man, I think tempers might be starting to rise here. Drivers needing to get moved and getting into position, because right now what Gotch in the number 9 is 3 seconds off the leader. Melton 2.8. It's go time as you see the 9 on the back bumper of the 49 again and again. Yeah, he's really pushing the envelope there. I mean, it's only a matter of time before that 49 gets turned, and that's going to be an even bigger upset for the number 9. I mean, but hey, that's part of Martinsville, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's trying to, so what you are all seeing at home is he's trying to do what they call the bump and run. It's harder to do it here at Martinsville because it is such a flat track, but at Bristol, with it being a good decent banking of a track, it's easier to bump them up the track. But here at Martinsville, normally if you try the bump and run, that person in front of you is going to go around. So he's got to hit him just right. Oh,
Caution's
we
out.
do have a caution. Derek Brown once again around. Let's take a look here at the 62 heading into, just the same issue he's had. Oh, and that time he did collect Cody Brownlee in that number 34 machine.
That's going to be a pastor. That's the 3rd incident. It's lucky he's not told to park it just yet.
Do they have a rule set in place here for that?
Yeah, it's the stacking rule 1, 2, 3.
Gotcha.
So I'm being lenient with everybody, not making 3, park it, but 6 is going to be getting a pass through under green flag conditions, and it's upsetting, but it's part of the situation at hand. You create a couple cautions and you kind of get dealt a cruddy hand.
Yeah. And I do want to make note, Chris Melton in that number 49, he did come down pit road, so that puts Jared Gotch to the back bumper of Brady on the restart here. So there's going to be a very interesting run here, because all three of these drivers, they're really close in points right now. And I'm curious to see how hard Jared is going to run Brady. I know he's looking for a very strong finish here, as luck has not been on his side the past like 4 races, and he's looking for a good turnaround here at Martinsville. As we come through turns 3 and 4, Brady Gotch, Cole McElwain will bring it back to the green flag, and the green flag is back in the air. Good jump there by Brady. And Jared right there with him, heavy braking into turn number 1 for Jared. He's making sure he gets onto the inside of Cole McElwain. Not able to do much with it as Brantley goes high up in turns 1 and 2. As these drivers head back down into turn number 3. Cole McElwain still trying to force the issue around the outside. He gets a hell of a run on exit. A little bit of contact there. That's going to allow the 9 to pull out in front. But here comes that 8 machine right back to the outside.
These drivers door to door. This is some good racing, Mike.
This right here is classic Martinsville, as these drivers touch again and again and again. Well, 8 wheels are better than 0. And as of right now, that 8 machine made it work for him. And now you've got Shane Fleming second in points at the moment. He's looking to get back around that number 9 machine as well. But your defending Truck Series champion, Doug Hess, he's got something to say about it, as he's looking for that 4th position on Fleming.
I mean, this is one of those tracks that aggression can either pay off or do you in. As the 97 gets turned around, caution is out.
Big contacts. Good heads-up driving by a lot of these drivers here. Derek Brown coming to a stop. Jason Brantley, he came to a stop as well. And unfortunately, this was just a case of I'm getting on the gas a lot quicker than you. And once you get to that certain point of spinning somebody, well, you might as well just go ahead and spin them. Oh, actually, I think the 3 got involved more than I actually think. Go ahead and ride on board here with the number 3. Oh, yeah. It just so happens so quick here. But it looks like everybody came down pit road. Cole McElwain, only the brothers stayed out here. You know, I feel bad for Derek Brown in that 62 machine. The track was blocked. He had nowhere to go, so he came down to a complete stop, and well, unfortunately, he's not going to get the wave around, because he did come to a complete stop.
Yeah, you know, unfortunately, iRacing does not discriminate with the lucky dog rule. If you receive an incident or you come to a complete stop on the racing surface or off the racing surface during the event that causes the caution, you will not receive the lucky dog or the wave around. It's very unfortunate if you are in a track block situation, but unfortunately, again, it is what it is. These drivers know that's a risk that they have to take. Trucks doubled up, lights off. They're ready to rock and roll here, Mike.
Absolutely, and we do got a couple trucks still down here on pit road, including that 3 of Brantley. And here we go. The Gotch brothers will bring the field back to the green flag. Green flag is out. Brady Gotch, Jared Gotch will dive down here into turn number 1. And the 8 will send it. Not able to do anything with it. Jared knows that he had to get his rear bumper down in front of that 8 machine, and he did that, narrowly causing a big incident here. But that 8 machine of Cole McElwain, he's going to be doing what the 9 was doing to the was it the 47? Oh, there he goes. The 9 is around. Caution flag is out. Oh no, we are still green. We're still green.
That's crazy.
Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see what happened heading here into turn number 1. Just a big bump there, and the 9 just was not able to hold it. Doug Hess and the 49 machine Chris Melton involved getting contact here as well. And Cody Brownlee in that 34, he was the innocent bystander just coming out of pits, seeing wrecking trucks coming at him.
Man, that is rough. Sorry, I'm just over here logging away, doing everything in a hurry, because for some reason iRacing did not call a caution. I anticipated that to be a caution, and therefore I didn't call it myself.
I'm looking back through the field right now, and 49 car, he definitely must have taken on some damage. He's losing almost a second a lap.
Yeah, you know, looking from the sky down, you might be right on that. Looks like there's some significant right side damage, rear right side, mostly right by that tail light area. Everything else kind of looks like it might be all right, though. I mean, things we might not see is a little bit of camber or toe being out of alignment, and so I mean, he might also just be spooked. I mean, 68 laps to go here in the race. I mean, he's still currently sitting in let's see here, that he's going to be in 5th place and 6.5 seconds back off of Gotch in the number 5. I mean, I would be kind of taking it a little bit easy and kind of feeling her out if that just happened in front of me or around me.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, as we do have 67 laps to go, as Josh Henry is getting on the inside of Melton now, or attempting to. But right now, still a really good run here out of Chris Melton out of Longwood, Florida. Which is, oh, maybe just about a 20-minute drive from me.
Longwood, where all the wood is long and the brain cells are small. Anyways, most of Florida in a nutshell, if you ask me. Number 5, Brady Gotch, currently holding on strong.
You know what? I am muting you on stream. You are done. You are fired. They no longer can hear you. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, it's great. I mean, if that's all it took, I would have said that eons ago. As much as I hate Florida being raised there, I would have said that sooner. From the soul. From the soul, Mike. Not even just playfully, but from the soul.
Yeah, Florida has its moments.
Mostly bad.
Yeah. All right. Brady Gotch, he's got a lot of company now out of that number 8 machine as they are working around the 34 of Cody Brownlee. Brownlee will go ahead and give up that track position just fine. And now the 8 machine, he's going to see what he can do to work his way around that number 5 machine.
You know, right now, if you're the number 5 of Brady Gotch, you're looking in the mirror and you're seeing the number 8 of Cole McElwain. You know he's a fast driver. You know he's a good driver. But even the best make mistakes. And your brother just got sent to the Netherlands by the number 8. I bet
Yeah.
you're a little nervous right now if you're the number 5.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the 9 is just now going through 1 and 2. Your race leaders are heading into 1 and 2 now. So, I mean, they're slowly gaining on that number 9 machine now. I'm going to be very interested to see how easy it's going to be for Cole McElwain to get around Jared Gotch in that number 9.
Yeah, you know, I mean, these guys got a lot of respect for each other, but the one thing I like about this field is they stand on business. They definitely stand for themselves, and I'm looking at the number 9 right now, Jared Gotch. He's coming out of turn number 4. His truck, pretty bing to banged, and not exactly how a truck should be. Looking at suspension, comparing his truck to the number 3, I don't think the 9's going to be too bad off right now. He's just got to kind of hang out there and let that rhythm go. But the problem is right now, nothing but clean air for that number 5 and that number 8. Yeah, sure, McElwain is going to be in dirty air of the 5, but these two drivers able to lay down their line and able to lay down their laps without having to worry about running into lap traffic just yet. You can see almost an entire straightaway before they even get anywhere near any type of traffic, and that's going to be the number 62 of Derek Brown, who they're going to catch first before they can even get close to Jason Brantley and Jared Gotch in the number 9, who are bumper to bumper, but not for position, as Brantley is 2 laps down and Gotch is currently battling the number 9 there. That Gotch is currently battling, trying not to go a lap down.
I was watching the lap times the last couple of laps, and McElwain and Gotch, or Grady I should say, were quicker than the 9, so they are slowly reeling in that 9 to put him a lap down. And I wanted to jump back here to Chris Melton and Josh Henry, as this battle here for the top 5, as you see Josh Henry getting into the wall, has really started to, in the words of David Forge here, it's starting to get spicy up here.
Why is it spicy? Probably one of the most annoying meme videos I've ever seen, but one that sits so very close to my regular dialogue. Because why, I don't know. A little bit of technical issues with that 00 there. Hopefully he's able to get that under control, as he's now trying to make a move on the number 49 on the outside. It's gonna work until he disappears. Then this is gonna become scary. It's gonna become spicy.
Absolutely.
McElwain holding on strong. If you're looking at the timing tower, still just 0.2 seconds off the back bumper of the 5 of Brady Gotch. They're still doing a decent job at fighting, but not really able to make anything happen. We're looking at the 49 and the 00 now. This is for 5th. Oh, 00 gets a little bit loose, straight down to the inside wall. Good job on his part to make sure he doesn't hit anything there, but that's going to give the 49 of Melton a lot needed reprieve from having any type of competition out back.
Yeah, as you see Melton working around Brownlee in that number 34 machine. And now he can really focus on reeling in that number 6 of Doug Hess, who's pretty much been just quietly up here in that that 4th position, just minding his P's and Q's and hitting his marks, as we have just under 50 laps to go. And
yeah, just under 50 laps, and McElwain is now on the back bumper of Gotch. He's been looking and getting real close through every corner here, unable to really make anything happen. If you keep an eye on this battle, you see the number 8. He gets a heck of a launch on exit. Now he's making a move onto the inside. Not much room being given by the number 5 of Gotch, of Brady Gotch there. And I don't blame him after what just happened earlier with his brother there in the number 9, who unfortunately was turned by the 8. Not on purpose, it seems, but part of Martinsville charm. Coming out of 4, McElwain able to really make a lot of movement, but not able to seal the deal. This is going to be one of those times and one of those tracks, Mike, where it's just going to be a pass is going to take 3, 4, maybe even 5 corners, and it's just a matter of pairing it all together.
yeah, absolutely. And this is just getting very intense as these laps are winding down, and you know, I'm excited to see what happens here at the end of this race. But I'm so ready to get to Homestead and crown a champion for the second time here in the Pist-N-Broke Truck Series. It's been a really good season for a lot of these drivers too.
Yeah, you know, I've definitely enjoyed every race that I have been having the privilege of watching, as we're still trying to decide who is going to be our champion for the season. You guys are tuned in to the Top Dog Showdown 225 at Martinsville, the wonderful paperclip here. 43 laps to go. Gotch and McElwain are closest battle for the lead right now. Third place of Fleming is about 6.5 seconds back, just shy of that. Fourth of Douglas Hess is 8.5 seconds back. I'm thinking this race is going to come down to 2 drivers unless we see a couple ill-timed cautions.
Yeah. You know, any sort of caution at this point, it'll just ruin the complete momentum, not only for your top 2, but the entire field at this point. As your drivers are quickly approaching the 62 now. Oh! Cole McElwain, he loses it out of turn or into turn number 1.
Oh, that's an upset. Not necessarily the end of the world, but an upset nonetheless. As he just sends it in too hard, it looks like.
We're going to go back here and take a look, and oh, I think Gotch got on the brakes a little early there, and yeah, I think ooh.
Cole wasn't expecting it and just locked up a little bit due to the 5 getting on the brakes pretty hard. But I mean, fortunately, the way you have to call it is who caused the caution. That's going to come down to the number 8. Thinking that's going to be a racing deal, though.
Yeah, I'm looking from the in car from both, and yeah, he definitely kind of broke kind of hard. I don't know if he was gonna felt like he was gonna get loose getting in or what.
Yep, some of these things make race control not so fun.
100%. That job really does suck sometimes, buddy.
Yep.
See right now.
This is heartbreaking for the number 8 machine.
Yeah, definitely is.
Sorry to do it, Cole. However, I believe that's 77 of Tyler McCann. I believe he might have been your lucky dog candidate for this time. Oh, or was it the 62?
What about the 62? I apologize.
Now I'm trying to figure out who got the, no, 62 got a wave around. Now I'm trying to figure out who the lucky dog was.
Ah, yes, that is a question.
It might have been McCann. No. Yeah, Tyler McCann at 77. Pace car is off. Brady got Shane Fleming will bring the field to the green flag.
What the hell's going on? Yeah. Man, that is... Yeah, they were not ready to go at all. Couldn't really do anything about it. But they already, yeah, they were going. Gotch is currently our race leader. Good jump on him. Fleming in second. Christopher Melton in third. I mean, this caution flag is really going to do favors for these drivers. 297 getting into some trouble there. As we are looking at a battle. Woo!
Yeah, we got McElwain and the 903 wide into turn number 1. McElwain, he is on a mission, and right now we got Jared Gotch and McElwain nose to tail as they're quickly making work around the 34 of Cody Brown lead. $33 to go this time by. This is going to be fun to watch those two drivers drive up through the field.
Yeah, you know, they're definitely going to have to really kind of put them up on the dash. You said it best, you know, now 32 laps to go, diving down into turn number 1. These drivers really need to make headway. McElwain in the number 8, currently sitting in 8th. Jared Gotch in the number 9, sitting in 7th. They have to get around damaged vehicles who are just as important as they are. The number 10, Seth Jackson, he's got significant damage to the left front. He's barely hanging on. He said it himself to another driver, you know, he's damaged. He's kind of just here. But that doesn't mean he doesn't want that position, as we see the Jared Gotch number 9 truck trying his best to make something happen on the inside. Better rotation, able to use that to drive off onto the front straightaway. Now able to move forward for the number 9. Number 8, McElwain trying to follow suit, able to do so now. 31 laps to go here at Martinsville. These drivers need to make it to victory lane, and they need to make it in the highest position that they possibly can, because this is the race before the finale. Next week will decide the champion, and right now everybody real competitive in points.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And oh no, not again! Oh, contact!
Oh, big caution there.
Okay. Okay, I'll give this one to the 8. It wasn't his fault this time. They were all checking up in front of him.
Somehow the 97 was turned around, which caused that bottle up. I'm going back to take a look at it real quick.
Yep, looks like the 49 and the 97, they got into it.
The 47 dove too deep.
49, yeah.
I'm sorry. The 49 and the 9, he checked up, and just unfortunately, he got turned by the 8 machine, but he's going to go back and get his position back. And that's going to put Jared and Cole McElwain back in the top 5 with Doug Hess, Josh Henry, and Brady Gotch out front. The number 3 machine of Jason Brantley, he's going to be your lucky dog driver for this caution. And let me tell you what, things are getting ready to get, extra spicy.
Oh, extra. This is Chipotle right now, I'm telling you. Extra hot. Yeah, oh man. We're going to be getting the green flag with just under 25 laps to go, with a standings that is so tight between each other, you could hardly put a piece of paper if you put it into the physical world. This is going to be a situation where these drivers need to do the absolute best that they can. Right now, Brady Gotch in the number 5, our race leader with Henry. Josh Henry in the 00 on the outside. Douglas Hess in 3rd on the inside. Quick look up ahead. Jared Gotch in the number 9 and Cole McElwain in the number 8 in 4th and 5th. They're ready to rock and roll. Truck is off. Mike, let's get ready to go green.
Absolutely. We are getting ready to go back green flag racing. Shane Fleming in the 97 having more issues. Brady Gotch out to a big lead. The 00 didn't really get going either. The 6 didn't get going.
Ooh, the 9 in the wall.
Into the outside wall. And poof, he is gone. Tough break for Jared Gotch in that number 9 machine. So that takes him out of the equation. Cole McElwain now going to get to the back bumper of Kyle Hess. I'm sorry, Douglas Hess. Oh my God. Too many S's.
Too many things going on right now. Cole McElwain on the back bumper of Doug Hess in the number 6. He's ready to go. He's trying to make things move. He's trying to make things happen going into turn number 1 here. Not able to quite get things done as we take a look at the number 97. He shoots off to the inside.
Yeah,
Jumps up onto the curb and comes to a stop and calls for a tow truck. You know what? It works out. No caution.
Yeah,
8 on the inside.
Oh, and the 6 up against the outside wall now. And that's going to bring...
he just completely overshot it.
Yeah, and that's going to bring McElwain back into that 3rd position. And Shane Fleming in that 97, he has loaded it up in the trailer. So right now, that points lead that the number 8 of Cole McElwain has is going to get even extended further, as these drivers are just 20 laps away here from the event end here at Martinsville before we head over to Homestead next week for the season finale. And then we're going to take a couple weeks off after that, ladies and gentlemen, and then we're going to be back September 13th as the race club will bring in... Oh, the 00 gets way looser out of 4. We'll bring in the
crossover attempt
of the ARCA series. And that begins again September 13th here on the iCast Racing Network.
Yeah, you know, if you're Cole McElwain right now in that number 8, you're being extremely impatient with that 00 of Henry. You need to get going because right now, Gotch, the Brady Gotch in the number 5, he's 2 seconds ahead of Cole McElwain now, who just completed the pass for 2nd place. Now you can see it on the timing tower, 2 seconds apart from McElwain and Gotch coming out of turn number 4. Can Gotch get it done, or is it going to be McElwain with the upset? Lap 209 out of 225, Mike. That means 17 laps to go. Cole McElwain, 19.949 to Brady Gotch's 20.032. Both drivers, clean air in front. Mike, what do you think? Who's your bet?
Sorry, I had somebody talking to me. Repeat the question one more time.
Who's your bet right now with 16 to go? Cole McElwain running a 20.002 or Brady Gotch with a 19.959. That's flopped from last lap. Cole was faster.
Yeah, I mean, either one of these drivers, you know, they're both really, really good. I mean, every single week, Brady Gotch, Cole McElwain, always up here, you know, battling it for the race win, top 5, whatever. You know, they're both really, really good. But that, you know, increment in between them, sitting just shy of 2 seconds, it's not really moving too terribly much as of yet. But you know one driver that has absolutely got my eye right now? That number 62 in that Ally machine, who has already spun 3 times today. He's up here in that 4th spot.
Served a pass through.
On top of that.
Penalty.
And here he is.
He's really gotten lucky. 3.5 seconds back off of the number 5 of Brady Gotch, our race leader, with 12 to go. So he might not be in contention for the race win, but that is still something to be very proud of. You had multiple mistakes, but you're able to overcome them and come out with the top 5. Is that going to be Derek Brown's story tonight? We'll find out here with just 12 to go.
Yeah, I'm actually very interested to see how this is going to work out. You know, and Henry, he does keep having connectivity issues. So that could play a role into the finishing order if he happens to blink out, you know, and not return. So that's something that we're going to keep our eyes on here as well. But that does, the increment now between Gotch and McElwain is now 1.7 seconds. Kevin Page, he has issues on the back straightaway, and so does the 10 of Seth Jackson.
Yep, caution is out. Lap 215 out of 225, so 10 laps to go. We have a 2-car incident here.
Take a look here. The 87 around the outside. Throttles up. Gives it... Oh, no. The 10 actually came up into Kevin
Net
here.
code. That's
Was it?
net
Was
code on my end of it. Oh my God, is that you could put a football or two between them.
Well, let's go high above the sky and see what he is seeing here.
Yeah, see, boom.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's a big case of net code if I've ever seen.
Yeah. Man, tough break for Seth Jackson, though, in that number 10. I'm pretty sure he's starting to get a little bit close here on his incident points as well. As we've already lost Jared Gotch in that number 9 machine on incident points.
This is going to be the make it or break it moment for Gotch in that number 5. Brady Gotch, he's our race leader, but he's got to hold on many trucks right now that are just as capable of securing a win today. But right now, the number 8 of Cole McElwain, he's going to be the biggest threat for Gotch. If Cole can execute on this restart, he's already proven that he's going to be one of the fastest trucks when it matters. He was chasing down the number 5 of Brady Gotch. So right now, I think, again, this is going to come down between Brady and Cole and anyone else in that pack there behind him who may or may not miss their corner.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to point out that Brown, in that number 62 machine, he did come down pit road and elect to get some fresh Goodyear Eagle tires on that machine. So he's going to be restarting with 10 lap fresher tires than everybody else in front of him. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can actually use that to his advantage. But all eyes are on Brady Gotch and Cole McElwain as the pace truck is getting ready to peel off here. As we are going to have 5 laps to go here in Martinsville. Here we go. Yes.
Indeed. Who's got the jump? It's going to be Gotch in the number 5 with an amazing start. Good job by everybody to get under power. Cole McElwain trying to answer back from that start into turn number 1 and 2. Able to hold on strong, Mike, but I don't know if that was enough to really secure an early confidence into the restart, or if he's going to have to take the next few laps to kind of build up that momentum as you see him kind of stalling out just about half a second back off of Gotch.
Yeah, as of right now, you can guarantee that McElwain is driving the heck out of that number 8 machine, trying to make something happen. He's inching closer and closer each lap, but we only have 3 laps to go this time by, as we have Henry and Melton duking it out back there for that 3rd position. Chris Melton on the inside now of the 00 machine. These guys are duking it out. And look who's right behind them. It's that number 3 of Jason Brantley. He's looking to take over that 3rd spot.
Yeah, Jason Brantley really kind of having a struggle of a day, but when it matters the most, he is there. 2 to go here at Martinsville Speedway for the Top Dog Showdown 225. McElwain to the inside of Gotch on the back straightaway, coming deep into turn number 3 now. Cole McElwain able to really shoot it, but the crossover doesn't work. Caution, no caution. There's white flag is in the air, no caution.
Oh, no caution.
Nope, they're battling it out. 00 on the 5, they're making contact. Coming out of turn number 4, that's going to be tough luck for McElwain. As coming into turn number 3, that checkered flag is in the air. Brady Gotch coming to take the checkered flag here at Martinsville. What a finish.
Wow. The white flag was already in the air by the time they wanted to trigger the yellow, and so iRacing did not trigger it. But that brought Josh Henry in that 00 machine and Chris Melton in the number 49 onto podium. but the race will go to the number 5 machine of bro.
Hit. Did you have a heart attack again, Mike?
No, I just
that was love.
Surprise. I disagree. I disagree.
I think for the purpose of the airwaves, that was love. I mean, they were talking about it, and while Cole is not exactly the happiest camper about it, they did express apologies. So, take it how you want it. I think it's a little bit of love-hate.
Yeah, these guys definitely have a love-hate relationship. I mean, we're now got one more race to go here in the championship. You know, Brady Gotch and, you know, Cole McElwain, they're both really, really close on points. You know, so the way it all ended today, I mean, luckily Cole, he snuck away with a top 5 today. So it's still a good, strong points day for the number 8 machine. However, it would have been better if he had the race win to extend his points lead. But, unfortunately, when things don't go the right way, man, look at that beautiful circle he made down there on the front straightaway.
That is elegance.
That is probably the best burnout circle I have ever freaking seen on iRacing. Big kudos to Brady Gotch. But I'm going to quit flapping my trap here, and let's go ahead and take a look here at your race results, ladies and gentlemen. Coming home first, it is going to be that number 5 machine in that Mobile 1 Busch Lights Chevrolet. It's Brady Gotch. Coming home second in that Boilermakers 00 machine. It's going to be Josh Henry getting second. Chris Melton's going to also come home third in that number 49 machine. A little bit of a rough day for Chris, but he's stayed top 5, 6 most of the day, and he's going to come out third. So really great run for both of those drivers there. Jason Brantley had a strong comeback day in that number 3 machine to come home fourth. And as we were talking, Cole McElwain, he will come home fifth. Tyler McCann, he'll bring it home 6th. 7th will go to Derek Brown. Seth Jackson 8th. 9th to Doug Hess. And Kevin the Vulture Page will round out your top 10. 11th will go to Cody Brownlee and Jared Gotch. Once again, strong day. Ending horrible for him. Going to be in that 12th position. Hopefully the next week at Homestead, everything can turn around for him. Have a good, strong finish to the season. Then come back next season even stronger. Shane Fleming, who was second in the points coming in, he will finish 13th. Really rough day for Shane Fleming. Paul Travis will come home 14th after faking a knee injury. No, I'm kidding. Love you, Paul. Paul Travis parking it due to his knee. And then Tyler Daniels will round out your top 15. But man, oh man, what a day. Your hard charger was Josh Henry coming up 12 spots. Brady Gotch led the most laps, had the fastest lap, and Cole McElwain was your race pole sitter for today. We had 10 cautions for a total of 35 laps, 3 different leaders, and we went a grand total 225 laps at 109 miles. Great racing all together for the Top Dog Showdown 225 here at Martinsville. And man, oh man, let me tell you what, it was a freaking day for a lot of these drivers. And let's go ahead.
I would tell you right now, before we get into interviews, that was some absolute top-notch Martinsville racing. I say it all the time, Martinsville, my absolute favorite racetrack. Well, not my absolute. Bristol is my absolute. But Martinsville's right there in a close second. I just do not like racing it on iRacing because it's such a hard thing to do. Find a crew such as this who can make the racing fun again. They did an absolute outright amazing job. We had a couple frustrations happen, but these drivers put on one amazing show for us here today, and this is what you're going to see until the very final checkered flag, and the next season is going to be even hotter.
Oh yeah, this is just boiling into what next season is going to be all about. And Man, we still got one more race to go before we can fully get there, and that's going to be at Homestead, Miami, at 1.5 mile track. It's a wide, fast track, and you know what? It's still anybody's game over there. But before we can get there, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and let me see if Chris Melton is in Discord. No, he is not. Hey, Chris, if you are watching, buddy, if you want to come up for an interview, go ahead and just jump into the interview waiting room. We would love to talk with you. But we're going to go ahead and bring down your runner-up in that Boilermakers 00 Purdue Chevrolet, Josh Henry. Josh, it's Mike and David up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
I do.
Josh, my man, what a up and down day for you in that 00 machine. What did it take for you? You know, you were running top 3. You were running 3rd. Good day. And then you saw that 8 machine have issues, and you were coming home 2nd. What was your thought coming down the back straightaway as you ran side by side with Brady Gotch?
You know, I had to take a shot at the inside. I had nothing for Brady. I was not nearly as fast as him or Cole. But when he got slowed up, I was like, you know, it's a white flag. I got to at least take a shot at the inside. And I wasn't going to wreck him. I got on the curb because I was trying to give him too much room. And I just wanted to take a shot if you'd give it to me, but I didn't think he would. But, you know, I'd take a shot at it. But it was a good win for him, so.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just what a good day, you know, for Brady Gotch all around. But man, you were just on rails today. You know, you not being a chase driver, you know, coming into the final 2 races here, you're making it upset some people by taking these points away from them. What's your plan next week once we get to Homestead? Are you still going to run just as hard?
Oh, I'll be at work again next week, so I'll miss Homestead. But yeah, it's I watched the races. You know, Atlanta. I don't know how I did. Last week, I definitely would have stretched the gas and probably finished top 3, 4, based off what I saw, the race I saw. But you know, I was not expecting to do well here. Martinsville is not a good track. I was almost a lap down in that second stage. But I slowly got, I guess, was doing better. Kept the nose mostly clean, except a couple little incidents where people got crashed in front of me, had a little bit of damage, but just tried to stay clean and found myself at the front. So that's all I could say is staying clean. So.
Yeah, absolutely, and you did just that. David, do you got any questions here for your runner-up?
No questions at all. What a beautiful race that was. That was a blast to watch. Congratulations on your 2nd place finish, and good luck next week if you make it, and looking forward to seeing where things go.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Alrighty, and before you do run off, Josh, anybody you'd like to give a quick shout-out to?
No, just thanks for keeping us there, and sorry I was blinking a little bit. Had 3, 4 boys over all using the internet at the same time, so it's that way sometimes. So
I know that feeling. Alrighty, Josh, congratulations, buddy, on your runner-up finish here at Martinsville, and we will catch you, I guess, at the start of the new season if you can't make it next week.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, driver of that 00 Purdue Boilers 00 machine. It's going to be Josh Henry coming home 2nd. Now let's go ahead and bring down driver of that Mobile 1 Busch Light Chevy. It's going to be your race winner, Brady Gotch. Brady, man, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Brady, a lot of questions, not going to touch some of it, but my man, what an incredible drive for you all day today. You came out here with one mission, and that was to win this race at whatever it takes and eat into that points lead that McElwain has. And, well, you came here and did just that. You had the fastest lap, led the most laps, led a lap, got some really good points there in the stages. How was your day today behind the wheel of that number 5 machine?
It was a tough one. Martinsville's not for the weak, especially for 225 laps. It was an up and down day. At the beginning of the day, I didn't think we had it in us. Those guys up ahead of us were fast, and I was just fast enough to keep up. And then after a couple cautions cycled through, there was some confusion about stage one. I was going to stay out knowing the rules, but Jared was screaming in my ear to go down pit road, so I jumped down pit road and thankfully didn't get a unsafe pit entry. Got some fresh tires, took the loss on stage one for points, and came out with the lead on stage two and kept it the rest of the way. I was the problem is with the track like this is if you have a gap, let's say you have a second or second and a half gap to second place and that caution comes out, you catch that pace car quick and pit road is right there. So you have to make a decision. I made a wrong decision and stayed out in the rest of the field, except Jared came down pit road. I don't know how I held Cole off for that long. He had to have been handling me with kid gloves and taking it easy on me, not to be getting into me or even driving around the outside. But somehow we were able to hold on until the next caution came out. We were able to go down pit road, reset, have fresh tires, match the rest of the field, and just keep trucking, trying to maintain that gap and bring it home to a victory.
Definitely a really good run there, all around, and man, that just you summed it up all in one shot, man. Just what a really great day for you in that number 5 machine. David, you got any questions for Mr. Gotch?
No questions for me. I just want to say absolute stellar job out there. I know it wasn't exactly what your intentions were with that pass, but absolute beautiful attempt what you were going for. And, you know, you put it on one hell of a show, and you definitely earned that win regardless of that final pass with the number 8. I mean, you really showed your cards and put your chips down on the table. So thank you for, you know, your time today, and congratulations on your well-deserved win. Like, again, I know it's not the most ideal way to get it, but you still earned it.
Yep, I was wondering if you guys were going to bring that up or just let it slide.
I was trying
It's
to.
Martinsville, baby.
I was trying to. I'm just saying.
No, it's Martinsville. It's the end of the season. You know, you guys have been putting on one amazing show after another. You know, I have my ears on as race control. You know, I heard what you said, and you know, it just don't detract yourself from this one. It was still you put one whooping down up until that final little bit there, and you really fought hard. And yeah, who knows the way it would have crumbled, but still, you definitely deserve to be where you were.
I appreciate you guys, but just sum it up here, give a shout out to you guys for putting it on. Thanks for all the admins for providing a real good culture for everybody to come here and race and have lots of fun. Appreciate all the guys that competed. I'd like to thank Gotch Racing, Gotch Trucking, all the guys over at Redline Motorsports. And shout out to Cole. I hope he didn't get screwed over too bad with the points there going into the last race, but it was just hard racing, man.
I will tell you right now, Cole, he is still out front in the point standings by 18 points over Brantley, but 19 points over you. So you moved up to third in the points, and right now, right now it does look like your top 4 does have. You all still got a shot next week, so just bring your A game next week and run for that championship, man.
All right, we look forward to it.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be your race winner driver, that number 5 machine, Brady Gotch. Well, let's go ahead and bring up your point standings as it stands. And actually, let's see if it'll actually update without me having to do too much here. Yeah, okay. 1 second, let me need to take that away, come back up here, hit this. There it is right there, ladies and gentlemen, your Pist-N-Broke Truck Series points heading into the final race of the season at Homestead, Miami. Cole McElwain out front with 779 points, 18 points in front of Jason Brantley. Brady Gotch back 19 points, and Shane Fleming back 20 points. Realistically, your top 4 are still in it, but at the end of the day, it is Cole McElwain's destiny. He controls it. How he performs next week at Homestead, Miami, he's going to decide who wins that championship. So he's got to keep mind his P's and Q's. And David, I'm going to not keep you here much longer. Your quick final thoughts, and we'll send you down into race controls to do your post-race meeting.
You know, honestly, my thoughts are next week, season finale. You want to be there. There is a lot of unfinished business on the table. There are a lot of hungry drivers who just want to have fun and prove whatever it is that they may be able to prove. And I think we're going to be in for one season finale. Make sure you guys are here, same time, same place. As always, this is a wonderful place to be. These guys put on a show, and I cannot wait to see how they do with the ARCA series and the truck series in the upcoming series. Mike, as always, it's a pleasure being up here, calling the races with you, and thank you everybody here at the Race Club for doing what they do. Those are my thoughts, Mr. Mike.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and that right there will do it for us until next week. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Mike Taylor up here in the booth alongside me, my good friend, my co-commentator, my best bud, your race control here for the Pist-N-Broke Truck Series. That's going to do it for us. Ladies and gentlemen, always remember, no matter what you do in life, have fun doing it. And if it is not fun, ladies and gentlemen, well, you know what to do. You got to go and make it fun. Until next week, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself an awesome, beautiful, amazing time.
Let's not talk about
Ladies and gentlemen, joining me up here in the booth now. He was complaining about not having a video, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Brantley, the driver of that number 3 machine. Jason, what do we do for you that number 3 machine? This is going to make it very interesting next week when we head to Homestead, Miami for the season finale. You just be about 16 points back in the points. What are you going to do next week?
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. It's a hell of a fun race tonight. You got to give it to all these guys that showed up tonight. You know, it's summertime. We're getting down to the end of this deal. But man, a lot of hard-nosed racers come out tonight, did good. I knew I was covered. No way I was as fast as Paul and Brady and Jared and Cole, Shane. You know, there was a lot of guys. Seth, even the guys I raced with, Josh, who had a great finish tonight. You got to give it up to him. Derek had a great run tonight. Jared had a great run tonight until they had trouble. It was a bunch of fun. I'm just so excited and so blessed to be part of this club. And yeah, it was a fun night. I'm humbled because I got schooled, but I was fortunate. Got a couple laps down, kept my nose clean, got some damage, kept working on it. Cautions fell my way. Next thing I know, bam, I finished fourth. Wow, where did that come from?
I was actually saying the same exact thing. Looking at the closing laps there, I was like, "Where?" And here comes Jason from the back out of nowhere, looking to come into the top three. And man, just what an awesome run for you overall. And man, just can't wait to see what you can do next week. And you're gonna definitely give Cole McElwain a run for his money next week. Trying to pray that everything goes in your favor next week as you try to take home the championship. And before I let you go today, is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yes. I want to thank all the drivers here at the race club. It's a privilege to race here. I want to thank Josh Mayu for everything that he got started. I hadn't seen Mike Ware in a bit now, and miss him. Wish he was still here with us. But all the admins, Reed, Cole, Doug, Bradley, hadn't seen him. I know he's got a newborn, missing him. Wish he could be back with us. Sponsors, my teammates. I got to thank everybody for showing up tonight, and got to thank you, Mike and David, for being our partners here and covering the broadcast and doing our race control and our race reviews for us. I know it's we're like a little diamond in the rough now, but we're going places. We're going to grow. We're going to grow slowly, and we're going to grow it the right way. And I hope that people will turn out, watch the broadcast, and see what we got going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait to see what we can do next season. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us right here at Martinsville Speedway. And like I said, tune in next week as we will go live right here on the ICAST Racing Network from Homestead, Miami. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, once again, have yourself a beautiful time zone. Adios.